Today on the Luke and Lauren Show, where we talk about popular debates, we're going to be talking about school uniforms and whether or not they should be put in place. First, we talk about the good of school uniforms. So, in your opinion, what's good about school uniforms?
They're more cost effective.
Yeah, that's true because without them, people are worrying about what to wear and they have to buy brand name stuff. So, with one school uniform, you can just wear the same, not the same outfit, but like same thing every day and not worry about buying a ton of stuff.
School uniforms also are not a way to stop bullying, but help prevent some of it.
Yeah, because when people express themselves, some people might not agree with how they express themselves and might bully them for that. And I've seen it at our school where people just make fun of others because of what they're wearing. Another thing that's good about school uniforms is people aren't worrying about what they have to wear, so they have more time to worry about schoolwork and what they're doing inside of school instead of outside of school, like planning on what they're going to wear tomorrow, the next day, or finding the new next outfit that they need to get, and they can focus more on school instead of what they look like.
School uniforms also improve how professional you look, which is an important part of growing up. And most parents, or really all parents, want their kids to be well behaved and mannered. And studies prove that wearing school uniforms help.
Yeah, I agree because although most people don't like dressing up for school, it does help prepare you for when you're grown up and you have to, because when you're grown up you can't go into your workplace wearing whatever you want. You have to wear something professional somewhat, and wearing it to school in the same kind of environment, learning and stuff, that definitely helps prepare you better than not having uniforms.
School uniforms are not as bad as people really think they are, because even though they're picking what you wear, you can still accessorize and wear things such as like cool socks or scarves or even like a nail polish.
That's true because, most people don't like it because they don't get to pick, but they do have some options and it's not as bad. And something else it helps with is uh, it gives people more time in school, not by much, but like still there's a difference because with them, teachers don't have to worry about checking on what the students are wearing or dress coding them and sending them to the office because they have a rip in their jean or something. Now that we've talked about the good of uniforms, we're going to talk about what's bad about them. So, what's bad about uniforms?
An important part of being an adult is making your own decisions. So if you grow up with your school picking what you wear, that's going to affect the decisions and how well you make decisions as an adult.
I also agree because when you're an adult, you're living on your own, not with your parents, and you have to make decisions on your own. And when you're a kid, part of your decisions are deciding on what you want to wear. And if you aren't even deciding that, then you're going to be dependent on others and not really know like what kind of person you are or like what you like to wear as much as someone who goes to school without uniforms. Although it can be a bad thing to let their students at schools express themselves, it can also be good because if kids want to express themselves in a certain way, then they're going to want to be told you can't wear that. And I think most kids would like to express themselves rather than being told what to wear. Now that we've talked about the good and bad of school uniforms, we're going to say which one we think is better. Personally, I think uniforms are better because it like gives it a more professional atmosphere for the kids, and it just seems better off and prepares them better, I think. But I also think it's without uniforms is good too. So the way it is now, where there's some schools that do have it and don't have it, is good because it can also give the kid the choice of whether or not they want to go to a school that has a uniform or not. What do you think?
I don't think that we should have to wear uniforms because I think students should be able to express themselves, and I think it's better without them.
All right, that's it for the Luke and Lauren show. Thanks for tuning in.